Budgeting. The very word can send shivers down your spine. It sounds restrictive, like a financial diet that leaves you feeling deprived. But what if I told you budgeting doesn't have to be a painful all-or-nothing game? What if you could save money without completely overhauling your lifestyle? The truth is, you can achieve significant savings by making small, manageable changes to your spending habits. It's all about taking baby steps and building momentum over time. Forget the drastic cuts and extreme makeovers. We're going to focus on easy, sustainable changes that fit comfortably into your life. This isn't about deprivation, it's about making smart choices that add up to big results. So, if you're ready to take control of your finances without feeling overwhelmed, keep reading. We're about to unlock the power of small changes for big savings. Let's dive into a simple yet powerful strategy, the 10% reduction. Don't worry, it's not as intimidating as it sounds. This approach is all about identifying areas where you can trim your spending by a small percentage each month. Imagine you spend $148 a month at coffee shops. That's a lot of lattes. Now what if you challenged yourself to cut back by just 10%? That's only $14.80. You could easily achieve this by making your coffee at home a couple of times a week, or opting for a less expensive brew. The next month, you reduce your coffee spending by another 10% of your new lower amount. You continue this pattern, gradually reducing your spending by 10% each month. Over time, you'll be amazed at how much you've saved without feeling deprived of your daily caffeine fix. Let's apply this 10% reduction strategy to another common spending category, dining out. Say you spend an average of $200 a month eating at restaurants. That's a delicious chunk of change. This month, challenge yourself to cut back by $20 or 10%. You could do this by cooking at home more often or exploring less expensive dining options. The next month, you'll reduce your restaurant spending by 10% of your new lower amount. That's $18. See how easy this is? You're not giving up dining out entirely, you're simply making small adjustments that add up to big savings over time. Plus, think of all the delicious meals you can create at home for a fraction of the cost. Section 4, Small Changes, Big Impact, the Psychology of Success. The beauty of the incremental approach is that it's not overwhelming. Drastic changes often lead to burnout and frustration. When you try to change too much too soon, it's easy to fall back into old habits. Small, gradual changes, on the other hand, are much easier to stick with. They become integrated into your lifestyle without causing major disruptions. This consistency is key to building long-term financial discipline. Think of it like training for a marathon. You wouldn't start by trying to run 26 miles on your first day. You'd gradually increase your mileage over time, building endurance and strength along the way. Budgeting is no different. Start small, celebrate your successes, and watch your savings grow. Section 5. The long game, small steps to big savings. The power of small changes lies in their cumulative effect. By consistently reducing your spending by a small percentage each month, you'll be amazed at how much you can save over the long haul. Remember, this approach can be applied to virtually any budget category. Whether it's entertainment, clothing, or even your grocery bill, look for opportunities to trim 10% each month. The key is to be patient and persistent. Don't get discouraged if you don't see dramatic results overnight. Focus on making consistent progress, and you'll eventually reach your financial goals. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. Section 6, Real-Life Inspiration from Shopaholic to Saving Superstar. Remember Rebecca Bloomwood, the lovable shopaholic from the movie Confessions of a Shopaholic? She had a serious spending problem but eventually learned to curb her impulsive buying habits. While the movie focuses on her extreme shopping sprees, there's a pivotal scene where Rebecca starts making small changes. She resists the urge to buy a designer scarf and instead opts for a less expensive alternative. This scene highlights the power of small victories. By starting with manageable changes, Rebecca begins to gain control of her finances and eventually transforms her relationship with money. If Rebecca can do it, so can you. Remember, it's not about deprivation. It's about making smart choices that align with your financial goals. So start small, stay consistent, and watch your savings soar.